Hi everybody, welcome to the Astrology Chat for December 18th, 2023. I needed to take a break this weekend. So the keys for today are to stand on business in a mature and educated way. Allow yourself to take note of what's going well. Allow yourself to take note of what needs to be adjusted. And instead of necessarily feeling like you need to explain that to anybody or anything, just move accordingly. Allow yourself to look at the writing on the wall. And if the writing on the wall doesn't make sense, go ahead and open up your phone and do some research and figure out new ways to adjust what you're doing, how you're communicating, or just who you're talking to, so that you're in the right mind space and in the right room with the right people to get what you feel is right done. There's very much this compatibility or this flow with water and earth today. So paying attention to your emotions, allowing yourself to look at the structures of your life and moving accordingly will be favored. This is not necessarily the kind of day where you want to go head to head with people who just don't want to learn or don't want to listen or don't want to adjust, because they're going to wind up wasting your time, and you have better things to do than to argue with the willfully ignorant. I say this because we have the moon in Pisces today. The moon in Pisces is all about our beliefs. This is our spirituality. This is institutions. This is the unseen. This is the house of endings. So there isn't this energy of let me go back and fix it. There's this energy of oh, this is where we at. Okay, bet, right? And I say this because we have Mercury in trine with Jupiter today, and this is Mercury that's retrograde in trine with Jupiter that's also retrograde in Taurus. And so we have these two earth signs where what you're thinking and what you're communicating and what your long-term visions are, they're under review still, right? And this is like a review meeting between these two planets saying, okay, how do we need to change our structures in our lives to get what we want? And this is really supported by the fact that the moon is also in a sextile to Jupiter and a sextile to Mercury just itself. So there is this connection of earth and water of saying, remember, trying to I got to work this out. This is going to be some restriction. This is going to be some adjustment. There's something that I need to learn. There's something I need to be mature about. There's something that I need to accept so that I can get to those next steps. Now, is that necessarily always a fun thing? No. But if you're going to become the authority in your life, if you're going to be really restructuring your life in a way that reflects your soul and your growth and your ethics and your mores, then something's got to go, right? Something has to be adjusted. Some type of modality has to be reviewed and rearranged. And we also have the moon is going to be making a square to Mars. And this is where there's that fire agitation, right? You know emotionally what you want to do and where you have to go, but it's gonna be difficult to change your actions. You're used to actions, you're used to thinking in a certain way and then proceeding in a certain way. And this is where that challenge of maturity needs to come in, right? Accept what's good, accept what's working, and with 10 toes down, let yourself be responsible for accepting what needs to also be changed and what needs to be adjusted. We also have a semi-square with Pluto, so you got to pay attention to your subconscious, right? If something doesn't feel right, if something doesn't sound right, if the receipts aren't adding up, boo, it's not adding up. And this is in professional, personal relationships. Don't hide from the truth. Don't hide from what you're seeing. Accept what you're seeing so you can actually do something about it. So you can actually have some type of growth and you can have some type of understanding. Again, we then have a trine with Scorpio Venus, and here we are again with it's good, right? Your intuition is definitely talking to you. This is a very intuition heavy day, but it's intuition applied into the practical world. So it's a beautiful day to practice alchemy. It's a beautiful day to be real about what's happening and what you need to do for yourself and stand 10 toes down on it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.